Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. I've got two topics. My topic number one deals with new railway lines. According to Budget 2022, the Northern Railway gets 13,200 crores to build new railway lines, and the Southern Railway gets a mere 59 crores. Why this disparity? That's my topic number one. But before that, I want to talk about young Yashika, 27-year-old Yashika, who is a trans woman who got admission in Punjab University and the plight she had to face after that. So let's start with this story. Let's get right into the show.
वही मैंने एडमिशन लिया, मेरिट में मेरा नाम है, मेरे हॉस्टल की जो मेरिट लिस्ट निकली उसमें मेरा नाम है. आई रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल द पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी अथॉरिटीज़ टू अलॉट मी अ हॉस्टल एज सून एज पॉसिबल. रात में मैं प्रोटेस्ट कर रही थी वीसी ऑफिस के बाहर, तो मुझे कुछ अथॉरिटीज़ वाले आए कन्विंस करने के लिए कि आप रात में क्यों कर रही, इट इज़ नॉट सेफ फॉर यू बिकॉज यू आर ट्रांस वुमेन. Being a trans is not like that. I am a sex object to everybody's to entertain them. We don't need any other special rights. We just need equal rights. We just need acceptance.
So like I said, I'll start my editorial with the story of 27-year-old Yashika, a trans woman from Punjab who had applied for her master's in Punjab University for human rights and duty. It's a very touching story filed by our journalist Swarna Jha. And I'll give you a synopsis. The full story is there in HW News Hindi. Please do go and watch it, because it's important that India understands the story. It is important that we understand the story and we react to these kind of stories. It is very important. So I will give you a synopsis. Yashika, 27-year-old Yashika, she got this admission and she was exuberant because that was a dream. It was a dream come true. She came to Delhi University. She came to Punjab University, my apologies, and while she got the admission, they refused to give her a hostel accommodation. Why? Because she was a trans woman. This is a reaction. Just hear what she had to say.
I request to all the Punjab University authorities to allot me a hostel as soon as possible. I just request very humbly requesting, because trans पर्सन के लिए यहाँ पे स्टडी भी फ्री किया है. पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी मुझे लगा बहुत सेंसिटिव यूनिवर्सिटी है, इसलिए मैंने पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी को चुना था स्पेशली. यहाँ पे ट्रांसजेंडर्स के लिए स्पेशल वॉशरूम है, तो अब मुझे लगा कि हॉस्टल का इशू ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. दे आर जस्ट डिस्कसिंग ऑन माई जेंडर. मेरी जेंडर आइडेंटिटी को लेकर वो डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं कि मेरा जेंडर क्या है, वो जज कर रहे हैं मुझे अपनी मीटिंग्स में. और हॉस्टल के लिए कोई मीटिंग नहीं हो रही है, जस्ट बिकॉज मेरे जेंडर को लेके जज किया जा रहा है कि इसका जेंडर क्या है, इसका जेनेटल क्या है, इसका जेनेटल क्या नहीं है.
These are stories a common Indian needs to know. These are stories a common Indian needs to react to. These are stories that should not be repeated in our country. That's why I wanted to spend this 4 minutes on this story. Let's get right into our next topic. So, Kanimozhi, DMK MP, DMK from Tamil Nadu, MP, made a statement yesterday in the parliament. She said, you see, budget 2022 allocated 13,200 crores for Northern Railway and mere 59 crores for Southern Railway for new lines. She said, how fair is this? How fair is this? Hear her out for 2 minutes, then I'll get back to you.
And the budget allocated for 22-23 for new lines to the Southern Railways is only 59 crores. 59 crores to the Southern Railways, and the Northern Railways is 13,200 crores. In the last 4 years, the centre has made 101 times higher budgetary allocation for new railway line projects in the Northern Railway and in the compared to the Southern Railway. The budgetary allocation for new railway lines in the Southern Railway in the last 4 years from 2019-20 has been nearly 308 crores only. But for the Northern Railway, it is 31,008 crores.
Shocking.
The Rameshwaram Dhanushkodi new line project has received an outlay of 59 crores. And that is, the new line project is 17.2 kilometers. And they've only given 59 crores. And the outlay for Madurai Bodinayakanur doubling project is only 125 crores. The gauge conversion project between Tiruchirappalli, Nagpur, Karaikal with the extension of Velankanni to Tiruthirai include new material modification of, but the new line is only allocated 121 crores. So there are many more in the list which I can read out, and I've also met the previous railway minister and the present railway minister. We've all given them a list of representation and requests from our constituencies, but hardly anything has been done.
Okay, now let us understand this entire concept of Northern Railway, Southern Railway and all of that. Let us understand before we get into what Kanimozhi said. Now, there are 19 zones, 19 railway zones, which includes one metro zone of Kolkata. There are, so 18 railway zones, technically speaking, with Kolkata zone, and which is Central Railway, Konkan Railway, Metro Railway of Kolkata, which I spoke to you about, Northern Railway, Northern Central Railway, Northern Eastern Railway, Northern Frontier, so on and so forth. Now, Northern and Southern Railway are two very important zones. Very important zones. What Kanimozhi says is you pay 13,200 crores for new lines in Northern Railway and you pay 59 crores for Southern Railway. How fair is this? Now I'll tell you, the question a lot of you may be asking is, "Arey, theek hai yaar, Northern Railway may be big, Southern Railway may be small." Actually, no, because the route length of Northern Railway is 6,968 kilometers and the route length of Southern Railway is 5,079 kilometers. So there is no huge difference. 13,200 crore or 59 crore ka difference nahi hai. Northern Railway has got 1,142 stations. This is data as per 11-12. After that, there has been no data per se, 2011-2012. And Southern Railway has 890 stations. So, 1,142 station Northern Railway, 890 station Southern Railway. There is no huge difference. The point is, Northern Railway carries around 685 million people, Southern Railway carries around 406 million people. Again, 2011-2012 data. So, 13,200 crores you are spending on Northern Railway and 59 crores you are spending on Southern Railway. Well, one wonders why. I'm not saying therefore you have to, you have to look at a ratio proportion, exactly give according to the ratio. Wo sab nahi bol raha hu. That's not what I'm saying. Of course, put more money into sectors, into zones that require more infrastructure. Of course, do that. But have some kind of a rationale. Some kind of a rationale, isn't it? And that's precisely why people talk about things like, the tax money that they pay versus what they get in return. Now, let me give you another example. This is again a 2016 data because I don't have data after that, but more or less, I don't think much has changed. Andhra Pradesh, for every rupee Andhra Pradesh gives the government, Andhra Pradesh gets 67 paise back. Karnataka, for every rupee the Karnataka taxpayer spends, Karnataka gets 47 paise back. For every rupee that Kerala spends, the Kerala government gets only 0.25% back in terms of infrastructure. And for every rupee that Tamil Nadu spends, Tamil Nadu only gets around 40 paise back. For every tax rupee that a resident of Tamil Nadu gives. Now, let us talk about Bihar. For every tax rupee a Bihari gives, he gets 96 paise back as infrastructure for Bihar. For every rupee that Uttar Pradesh resident gives, he gets 1.79, 1 rupee 79 paise back for every rupee that a resident of Uttar Pradesh gives in terms of infrastructure. Madhya Pradesh gets around 75 paise back and Jharkhand gets around 31 paise back. So somewhere down the line, the best that somebody gets in South is Andhra Pradesh, who gets 67 paise back. And the best in North is Uttar Pradesh, who gets 1.79 paise back in the state for a rupee of tax money that a resident spends. Let's talk about GST. GST, Punjab pays around 1,361.85 as on March 21 crores of rupees. Chandigarh collected around 165.27 crores of rupees. Haryana collected around 5,709.6 crores of rupees. Delhi collected around 3,925.97 crores of rupees. Rajasthan 3,351.79 crores of rupees. Uttar Pradesh 6,265.01 crores of rupees. Bihar 1,195.75 crores of rupees. And now let's talk about some southern states. South, Karnataka collected 7,914.98 crores of rupees. Kerala 1,827.94 thousand crores of rupees. Tamil Nadu 7,579.18 crores of rupees. Telangana 4,166.42 crores of rupees. Andhra Pradesh 2,685.09 crores of rupees. This is the kind of GST that the South pays. Now, somewhere down the line, infrastructure seems to be focused more on North. Now, what's also happening is also politically, North seems to be dominating. A South Indian who does not possibly understand Hindi to become a prime minister is almost next to impossible. Whereas most of the prime ministers does not understand Tamil or Malayalam. Now, this disparity needs to be somehow bridged. I am not saying therefore elect a prime minister from South who cannot understand Hindi. That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is when you have this kind of a budget, huge disparity between the deployed budget, 59 crores versus 13,200 crores, you know what? It hurts the sentiment of people in South. And people in South starts wondering that why is the central government being so biased towards them? This is what I wanted to talk about today. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.